Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about two things. One is people are always asking me, did I stop using FL Studio? I'm going to get into that question. But before I can get into that, I also want to address something that I always get asked a lot is like, what kind of computer can I get to be able to run FL Studio? Because a lot of people are always wondering, because some people might be thinking of buying a new computer and wondering what kind of computer they need. For me, when I started using FL Studio, I started using FL Studio on a Pentium 3 computer. That's how old I am. That's like a super old computer, right? That was my first computer that I started running FL Studio on. And you know how slow those computers were. It had like, I think 120 something and 10 gigs of hard drive space, and it worked okay for what I was doing at that time. But obviously, as I started to get better computers and all that kind of thing, I started to run FL Studio much better, because my first computers were not like gaming computers, because I always recommend people to get gaming computers. But one thing I always used to wonder when I always used to upgrade computers going upwards was, can my computer really run FL Studio if I have like a massive project open? One thing that I used to do to test out whether my computer was powerful enough to run like big FL Studio projects was I used to go in the demo folders in FL Studio and open up one of the biggest demo that I could find and play it all the way through, just to see if it's gonna crackle, if it's gonna pop, if it's gonna have issues or something like that. Okay, so when you open up FL Studio, what you want to do is you want to come this side over here to the browser side here, where you find all your files and all the folders. You want to come here into demo projects, and you want to come here to demo songs and open this folder here. You can see that this folder has a lot of demo songs that you can open. For me personally, when I want to test out my computer, I've always tried out these Seamless R projects. These are really big. Like if I open Bass Antics and I open it up, you will see that it's a really big project. If I can open it up like this, you can see that it's a massive project. So I always use these to test out my computer and see if my computer can actually run it. I mean, look at this project. It is massive. Look at how many files are in here, especially right here by the drop. If you play it back and then you start to check your CPU and see how high it's gonna go and how much RAM is gonna be used and all those sorts of things, and just play it back and just play it through and just go through them and see which one will really make your computer struggle. That's what I do to just test out and see if my computer is fast enough to run FL Studio, you know, properly, in terms of when I start to make music on a higher level, when I start to really have these big massive projects. Like look at even this project here. This project has a lot of files. Like look at that. That is a lot of files. And then if I play it back like this, look at my CPU. It's already jumping up to 50%. You see that? That is a heavy project. These are the kind of projects that I use to test out if my computer can run FL Studio without any clicks or pops. Let me know down below if you also do the same. But I always do that with any computer that with any new computer. I even did it with this Apple M1. Although those demos are using just native FL Studio stuff, but some of them are pretty heavy. Try it. You should definitely try it. I beg you, try it. Just open some of those demos in FL Studio just to check if your computer can run them, or even can run all of them. Just try it out and let me know down below if they can run them. You would be surprised to find out that your computer might actually start to struggle. I feel like that's how you know that you need maybe to upgrade a computer, or maybe to look into getting more RAM or upgrading your CPU and those kinds of things. Now back to the question of, have I stopped using FL Studio? I've not stopped using FL Studio. I own FL Studio, so always used FL Studio. I just took a break from it because I've been using FL Studio for more than 10 to somewhere around 15 years, and constantly making beats almost every day. And sometimes you need a break, bro. Like I'm tired of just, in my mind, waking up, I'm just seeing the channel rack, I'm just seeing the piano roll. You burn out. And I'm also a content creator, so I'm always thinking about what can I do in FL Studio. I'm always playing around with it, trying to see what's the next thing that I can do, that I can try out in FL Studio. So sometimes it's okay just to take a break and try something new, and that's what I've been doing, just to see what something else can do for me. It spark new ideas, and it actually has been helping, just trying to get some new ideas, because last time I tried Ableton Ableton Live. This time I'm actually trying Logic, since Logic works on Apple and I have an Apple machine right here, so that's what I've been using. That's something that I like to do whenever I feel like, you know, I still want to make content, but I'm kind of burnt out of making, you know, music and using the same thing over and over again every week, almost every day. What I do is I just try and see how I can try something new and try something different without also stopping uploading, because if I stop uploading YouTube videos, YouTube is definitely gonna not be happy about that, because we know the algorithm pushes content creators to be uploading as consistently. It doesn't allow us to take breaks. They always tell us that, yo, you can take a break on YouTube, but if you do that, you will see your analytics will tell you otherwise. So I had to obviously document myself using Logic Pro, and you know, it's also my music journey, and I like to document these kinds of things so that you guys see me using Logic Pro, because if you ask me what I think about Logic, at least you've seen me use it instead of me talking about something that I've never used before here on the channel. How the hell am I gonna give my opinion or what I feel about something that you've never seen me use? I'll be just guessing and speculating, but I want to try things out. To all of you that have been asking, that's the reason why you haven't been seeing me this past month or so not using FL Studio or uploading FL Studio. But anyways, that's today's video. Really try out those demos that I asked you to try down below, and let me know if your computer runs all of them, and if there is one that your computer struggles with, let me know which one it is so that maybe I can also try it out or someone else can try it out down below. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.